Hello, and thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, we're going outside. We're going to the Crate and Barrel store, and we're going to see everything that they have new in store for Christmas 2025. Let's go. This is the Crate and Barrel store that is located in the South Park area in Charlotte, North Carolina, in case you're in the area. It's a beautiful showroom. And when we walk into the doors, you will see exactly what I mean. They always do such an amazing job when you walk in the door with their store presentation. Everything is so inviting, and you just want to stop and look at everything that they have. So, the first thing that I'm going to stop and look at is what new ornaments they have in this year, because this is my first time in since they put out the Christmas things, and they always have some beautiful ornaments to choose from. They never ever disappoint when it comes to unique ornaments, things that you're just not going to see just any and everywhere. Crate and Barrel is your spot. Now, their ornaments tend to be on the pricier side, like $18.95 per ornament. But recall, I mentioned that I am going in with hint of tortoiseshell this year in my decor styling. So I'm really looking for some accent pieces to add in with my lesser expensive decor pieces. I love the look that you get when you go high end and low end, and Crate and Barrel, Pottery Barn, West Elm, our house, all of those are great places to pick up pieces to kind of mix in with your more budget friendly items to create more of a designer look. It doesn't have to be all high end to get that designer look at all. I find that it's best for me to come to stores like this, especially when I've chosen an accent color or whatever that's not the most popular, or not trending for the year. And tortoiseshell, where it's somewhat popular, it's not really trending as it relates to Christmas items. So I have to get it where I can get it, right? So I've been looking pretty much everywhere for those pieces. And I love that. It's all about the search for me. You see those dried orange ornaments back there? I just recently did a DIY on something like that. So those are easy enough to make. But look at these beautiful blue ones. These are really pretty as well. Now, these have the little blue and the orange in it. That's $25 per ornament for that. So you would not need to have very many of those, or I should say, I would not need to have that many of those on my tree because they are so very pricey. I love coming over when they have the tables styled out or mantle styled with different decor pieces. That gives me ideas and inspiration for how I may want to style things in my own home. These nutcrackers here are so nice. These are wooden nutcrackers, and then they have the black, which I love. Now, these are a little bit on the pricey side for me, but I will put them on my watch list to see if I can get them at the end of the season once they go on clearance. And as you know, I like to go around to all the different stores that sell Christmas decor, just looking and comparing to see if I can get the look for less. Case in point, these wooden snowmen here, I saw something very similar over at Pop Shelf, and they were considerably less. So that's tip there, as are these Christmas tree candles. Now, you're going to sacrifice a little bit of the quality, but that's okay. You can still get the look for less. And that's what it's all about for me. These marble nutcrackers are gorgeous. Have never seen anything like that. Very, very nice. They are running $89.95 for those. Very nice, very heavy, nice investment pieces. I always like to look over at the stems at Crate and Barrel when I come in here. And usually once or twice a year, I may invest in some stems. I'm trying to really, really elevate my stem collection that I currently have. I do find that their stems last a nice long time. You have very little fallout. They look very lifelike. They're truly a good investment. Now, of course, at the end of the season, you will see that they will reduce the price, but at that time, you risk them being sold out or not being able to find the ones that you want. So you kind of have to weigh your options there if you want to wait or not. Sometimes I wait, sometimes it's something that I absolutely have to have at that moment. Today was not one of those days, but I did enjoy looking at what they had just the same. Another thing that I enjoy looking at is that sometimes they have stems and things that I have just never seen before. Like, what are they? Sometimes I'm looking like, these here, I don't know what these are, but they just kind of caught my eye. They were so interesting. And interesting and unique are always going to catch my eye. I was very curious about these, and I can imagine these in my home. Now, I didn't purchase them or anything. but I definitely would have considered them if they had been the right price. I just am attracted to very different things like that. I always like to look at their wreaths and their pillows as well. Now, their pillow covers to me this year, they are extremely pricey, and I've seen enough of them over at Home Goods, at even Ross, and different stores like that where they're a lot more budget friendly, that I would say, if you are decorating on a budget as I am, and I know that, there's a lot going on in the world and it's a lot more things that are more important than a pillow cover this year. So I do acknowledge that. But yeah, I'm just pointing that out, that I am not tone deaf to everything that's going on in the world, and is weighing very, very heavily on my heart. This is something that I do as a distraction for myself, just to kind of keep myself going. I like to come out and look. It doesn't cost anything to look. So yeah, there's that. So when I come in here, I always like to look all around the store, even though today the focus is more on Christmas decor. I do like to still stop over, look at their furniture pieces, their credenzas, their bookshelves, sofas, that type of thing. I just love looking at that type of thing. I love being in the know of what is trending, what new furniture styles are out, that type of thing. That really helps me with putting together my content. I like to know and understand the home interior decorating design space. I'm not a professional interior decorator. I am kind of self-taught, and I'm always in a learning phase. So when I come in here, I'm looking around, I'm looking at how they've styled their beds, or how they've styled their pillows, or what type of lamps they're using. All of those things are so very helpful. This is a beautiful, beautiful bed set here with the little deer around it. I thought that was really, really nice. Now that's at retail for $339. I really like the simplicity of how they styled their bedding today, their beds today. They don't have an abundance of pillows on them, which is realistic for my lifestyle. I don't like a whole lot of pillows. I love the look of them, but I don't like the work that it takes at the end of the night to, when you get ready to go to bed, to have to move all these pillows, find a place for them to go, that type of thing. But anyway, they're pretty. Now let's look at their tablescapes. Love looking at this area because I get a lot of inspiration here. Love how they've styled these napkins here with just a ribbon around it. Looks so pretty. And of course, they have the beautiful glassware and dishes and things like that at Crate and Barrel to choose from to make the look really look fancy. Like these charger plates here are gorgeous. They're $40 per plate. But they are so pretty. Occasionally, if I can catch some on sale, I will purchase a dish or two from Crate and Barrel or Pottery Barn or whatever, like maybe their salad plate or something like that, and just pair them with some Dollar Tree plates. No one will be none the wiser, but you still get that high-end look for less. This is a beautiful way to style a table with just a long garland running down with the white Christmas trees. Very simple. I love the fact that everything is kind of low, so you're able to communicate with people across the table with you without, having too many obstructions. They've got a few little pine cones and acorns laid across the table here just to kind of add the element of the season in there. And it's very simple looking tablescape, but it looks so elegant. It would be perfect for any dinner party. This one is really pretty too. Now they've added in some red on this one, which I think is really pretty and very festive. I love the napkins here. And again, you can just purchase the napkins and then just use some plain white plates from Dollar Tree or whatever, some plates you already have or whatever. Run a garland down through there, put some candle holders there, and you've created the look. It's beautiful. Very nice. This is another really nice one here. They've got the deer on here, the metal deer that we're seeing pretty much everywhere this year. I think Home Goods has them, TJ Maxx, Ross, everybody has their version of the metal deer. So you can get those at all different price points. I love these Christmas plates here with the Christmas trees on them. Dollar Tree, another great place to find pretty Christmas themed plates and things like that. But these are gorgeous. These as well with the holly or wreaths going down them, and this pretty garland with the berries in there. Very pretty, very traditional. perfect for the season. Now, if you really want to wow your guests, something like this would be beautiful as a centerpiece down your table. It's like a little village here. That is so very pretty and very, very different as well. That little village scene runs for $169. But yeah, it's really nice. Here's a closer look of what it could look like. And now you could put it in the middle of your table. You could put it on a buffet, wherever you want to style it, but it's really cute. I really like this tablescape as well. Now this has the metal deer on it, but look at the little plates. Aren't they cute? So, so cute and so fun. And they've got the little metal deer going through there. They've got a lot of holly here and the garland. That lifelike garland is so popular. It's been popular for the last couple years. I love it. It's very lifelike and it's so versatile. As you've seen, we've seen it running down many of the tables that they have here styled at Pottery Barn. Of course, you can put it on your mantle. You can put it on a bookshelf, wherever. It is very nice garland to have. And also running down your staircase, it looks beautiful as well. I always like to come over and look at the glass section at Crate and Barrel when I come in here. I don't think that there is any other place that has as large of a selection of glassware as Crate and Barrel has. They always have a full wall displayed with every type of glass that you could think of. Very, very nice glasses. Martini glasses, wine glasses, both red, white glasses, champagne glasses, flute glass, whatever. They have them and in different colors as well. I mentioned I'm going with the tortoiseshell and amber for my styling this year. So I'm specifically seeing if I can find some glasses that would match in that color scheme this year because I've been having a hard time finding them. So I'm looking here. I always like to look at their vases or vessels that they have here. This one was really, really different. I couldn't decide if I liked it or not, but it definitely caught my eye. Very rustic. I love the yellow coloring on it. Very, very different. You can find a lot of the dupes that they have at Crate and Barrel at Home Sense and Home Goods. If you frequent those stores, they always have some really, really nice vessels and vases that come in. At my stores, they tend to leave pretty quickly. So unless you're there when they come in, you miss out on them a lot of times. But they go pretty quickly. But you can always find them at those stores and you can save yourself a few coins and really get the look for less. I love that bowl there. That was really, really nice as well. They also have coffee table books and things like that are really nice. I'm back over here checking out those nutcrackers again because I just thought they were so, so nice. Now here is the walk of shame. Here I am with another small, small haul. Of course, when I went in Crate and Barrel, I did have to pick up a couple things, just a couple. So remember I said that I was going with pops of tortoiseshell in my home. And so I've been trying to kind of add a few little tortoiseshell pieces in order to pull that off. So I found a vase at Ross that I shared, I don't know, several weeks ago. That kind of kicked off this whole tortoiseshell thing. I found it at Ross for $7.99. It was perfect. So I got that. Then I found these napkins from Williams Sonoma, and I showed these already. These are like the tortoise shell. So I'm going to be using those, but I really wanted to add some tortoise shell Christmas ornament balls. And that's not a thing. The only place, well, I should say I found them at two places now. One being Crate and Barrel. So I was in Crate and Barrel. Actually, I had seen them online before I went in there. So I already knew that they had them. But they had these. And I don't know if you can see them, but they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. And they are going to be so, so pretty on this tree. Now, I'm trying to be very careful with them because they are glass and I am clumsy. But this is what they look like. They are stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, yeah, I did get those. Now, I will say that I am watching Crate and Barrel because if they run a sale prior to Christmas, sometimes they may do a 20% off or 30% off for Black Friday or whatever. I will be going back to get my adjustment on these because they were a little bit of a splurge. But neither here nor there. I was trying to pull off the look, and so I did treat myself to that. Also, while I was there, they had napkin rings as well. And so I did pick those up. And I haven't even opened these yet. So let's open them and see what they look like. They kind of have this odd shape to them. Very, very nice. But that is my color that I'm bringing in new for this year. So everything are the browns and tans and bronze and copper, rust, all of those colors that I've used actually the last 2 years. I started off with it in my bedroom back in 2023. Then last year I brought it into my living room. I'm doing it again in my living room, but I'm adding the tortoiseshell to it. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's walkthrough of Crate and Barrel and my small haul here. I thank you so much for coming along on this shopping journey with me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Also hit the post notification bell and the subscribe button. That way we can stay connected and you'll be notified when I start to decorate said tree with the tortoiseshell. You can be along with me for the journey. And to all my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye bye.